And hello again, boys and girls. Welcome back to our channel. It's your host, Marley Startled. And today we're going to be playing the Finnish campaign in Hearts of Iron 4, playing as Finland, with of course a new DLC and all that wonderful stuff. I understand these videos can be quite long, so we're going to aim to sort of do 30-minute stints, end the recording and start again. So, what I like about Finland is that it's disgustingly powerful with a load of perks that can make any Russian cry, but it is heavily limited by manpower. I have speculated that with a bit of land lease, the Finnish can be absolutely disgusting, and I suspect there can be some game-breaking abuse if the German or the Axis team does send enough land lease to the Finnish, just to equip them with extremely good equipment. I mean, perhaps you could go real mad and have a few tanks to go with the Finnish, because they're just so fucking filthy. They're pretty much awfully powerful. Anyway, I'm doing it with Expert AI 5.0 to sort of simulate against meta builds. And so we're going to select Finland and continue the game from there. Now, spoilers, I haven't played Finland that often, but what I have played from Finland, I think I have a pretty okay build. The only issue with it is the risk of naval invasion, which I can't really do much about in the early starts of the war. Really, if you wanted to end the Finnish campaign quickly, a good old naval invasion would be enough to end Finland before it really became a significant threat. So, only go challenging. So challenging gives us pretty competitive builds, and then I'm going to display the historical game mode with the aim to sort of replicate as best I can the sort of enemy builds. And I've brought my glasses case, but not my actual glasses, so off to a good start. I'll put the difficulty to normal. You can make it hard and give them dynamic difficulty and reduce attrition, but I want to keep it as normal as possible. So Finland starts pretty low powered. It's got low PP gain at the moment when I select a national focus, but I generally like to rush down the Finnish neutrality to get the PP up. So the really good thing about Finland is the trust system. So if you get to very high trust, you get more population, higher stability, greater war support, and lots of bonuses to your attack and defense. So before the sort of war with Russia, you are sort of aiming to get this high. The way it goes down is if you look at the bottom left over here, if you look at our leader, we can see what will reduce public trust. So things like having the communists or Democrats too high will reduce public trust. So early on you can get some events that help improve the situation, but worst case scenario you can do emotional no confidence. But my general rule is to try and get entice the masses pretty early on, and then, well, not too early on, which hopefully reduce the level of other political parties, and then I try and go for a political leader like one that increases non-aligned support. For factories, I go straight mill straight away because the Finnish economy is pretty poo, and so you don't really have enough time. But for my tech, I like to go for construction tech, and then I really like to go into engineer companies, so I can rush engineer companies as quickly as possible to get that extra dig-in bonus. From there, I like to build one truck, and I like to build some artillery. Oh. And I like to build one train because these guys will get inevitably bombed. From there, we select all our troops, stick them in a single squad, and then start training them up like so. Because really, our problem won't be, it won't be equipment, it'll simply be manpower. So with this done, we're pretty much good to go. We can just train these guys up, and we'll have plenty of equipment by the start of the game. At this stage, we just load and we wait. Really, the main stage here is to keep ticking along until we get to a war. And then once a war starts, we can basically send attaches. And that's our main effort. Get those attaches out, and then we're good to go. Okay, and that should be good to go. Alright, so we've got our first potential boy, simplify government, organise opposition. I'm not going to do any of those because it's a waste. There's no need for high support at this stage. Get that Finnish neutrality. As soon as I get that Finnish neutrality, I go down with political unity, and then these two parties, or at least one of these here, which allows me to get someone who can increase my, who can definitely increase my political power gain. You can see I'm not investing in resources yet because it's a waste of factories. I'm going to build mills until then, and there are some cheeky bonuses. So at the moment, Sisu, not a lot of bonuses, but I generally don't spend much into military bonuses until I've focused on the political tree, simply because by the time the war starts, we should be able to reach most of the military bonuses without hassle. We can see we're just going to keep growing up, keep it going up. We're going to assign a commander, preferably something with a high command stat. So if we pause, look at our command stat. These guys have got forest movement and winter specialist. Like, yeah, how can you go wrong with this guy? Don't really care about Ethiopia that much. Now, can I get a non-aligned liberal? Political power gain, it's alright, but I'd rather get something a bit more potent. So I believe this guy gives me stability modifier, and I believe this guy gives me less consumer factories, which I like. I like very much the less consumer factories. So I'm going to take that bad boy there. I also go for political unity as well. But I am aware that I don't want to spend my PP too early because I do want to send those attaches as soon as possible, because I need that military XP basically so I really can test those filthy Russians. So a non-aligned goes up by 3, non-aligned goes up by 3, political power gain 5. This guy gives me daily support for unaligned, which I want. Only 30 days, it's worth a risk. This stage, I have got quite a lot of PP, but I want to save it up now. I could go for this, but reduce the daily current support. This guy's a bit of a trick because it'll increase the fascism, and unfortunately, if we have having more than 9% support for democratic or communist ideology will decrease, losing control over the Finnish core state. This is okay. If we go for the nationalist here, I don't think I'm going to take too much damage. No, I just hate socialists. I'm happy with that. So this will go up. These will hopefully go down. And if we can reduce the socialists down to nothing, and the Democrats down to nothing, we'll be in a good spot. Good to finish People's Party. I'm going to go down with railways construction now. And I think I'm going to take Entice the Masses if I can increase popularity by 10%. More than 9%? Yeah, that's looking good. Go for dispersed industry because I do want to upgrade my equipment later on. Take a look, is it still going down or going up? I need less than 1 support. So I'm going to invest again once I have the chance. In political power gain plus 15%, daily support for unaligned plus 0.5. Go for this guy. Good or bad? Is that working or not? 7.16. 7.14, 7.13. Not enough to scare these guys away. And go for one more. And that should start reducing this down, fingers crossed. Let's go for their factories. It is bringing it, 6.96, 6.95, 6.94. It's bringing it down, but not as quick as I want it to, and immediately the war starts. We send our attaché on food relations, and then send our attaché. Attaché sent. Next points we'll spend is in our military to get our doctrine leader, hopefully Manstein if possible. I think I want to change this guy, if I'm honest with you. Because although I do like the extra manpower, I just want to reduce this guy down quicker. So a bit of an oopsie there, but hey ho, it is what it is. A bit of an oopsie, but no ways. Fascism support, communist support. I need increase stats were really bad. Increase the democracy by too high. Also too high. I'm going to leave that alone for now, and then instead I'm going to go for I'm going to go to the right. Increase the military budget. We'll have time. The big push is to get these down low enough. Common support doesn't really help me. Cool. Let's go for... Oh, sure, I got someone as an advisor. I don't want the democracy to go higher. We'll reach out to Scandinavia. I don't see why not. We'll have enough to get to where we need. And this will trickle down by itself, so I'm happy. I'm fine with that. Need 200 for this bad boy, so we're going to save up for our 200 XP. Go for a bit of national unity. And then once we get our Manstein, we will then push for saving up our PP for the attaché for Japan. This fight will carry on for as long as it needs to, it's not a big deal. There we are, Manstein. Get that PP up and running. Then we'll save up, and the next money will actually go to Japan. National unity is good. Daily fascism support's not the end of the world. You can go with moderate politics. We've still got time, and then we can start focusing on our military skills and drills. So for the military, having more than 9%. That's why. We'll take it. Take one more of these. It's going to go down by one each time, which is a pain in the ass, but hey ho. Until I can get the organised support, this is just going to be a problem throughout, so it's not the end of the world. So next we're going to do the Mannerheim line, and then defence in depth for that extra entrenchment, that sweet, sweet extra entrenchment. The anarchists are kicking off, that's not the end of the world. This is why you don't want to go. This is sort of made a mistake here, but okay, well, not the end of the world. How's it going on over here? This will be a grind while Germany gets its XP, so it's not the end. So again, you're not going to see a lot going on here. I do like how the game's got a lot faster. That's nice. Look at my mill production. Now we're starting to produce mills. Get a couple of these out, get a couple of these out. And then we'll get a couple of these out after. This is more important, so we'll stick with one for now. There we are, entice the masses. Less than 9. That should start going up now. Dispersed industry. That's enough for me. I now want recon, or tech, and I want to start investing in superior firepower. No, ground battle plan. Why do I want to invest in ground battle plan? For the entrenchment, we're going heavy into entrenchment. That's why I'm researching ahead of time engineering companies. Get some military factories. We got a war in Japan yet? Nope. There we are, there's the war. Send attaché, improve relations, get that high and mighty. Can I get... don't really want -10. Need to get rid of that party some more. That reduces communism, but not enough. I wonder if I can take PP. I'll take that. There we go. Now that should start going up. And then for my equipment, let's go with a military theorist. Machine tools are good. Let's research the truck for our logistics companies later. There we are, now we're going up, so that's good. Now we'll start going up now, and we will now be able to slowly start heading towards the high trusts, which will give us attrition, recovery rate, and defense, and eventually up to very high trust, which will really pack on the punches. From there, we're going to start going to sort of partial mob and extensive conscription once the war starts, but it's all so good so far. So you've seen a bit of the early build-up now. As you can probably see, a few mistakes at the start. Should avoid fascism at the start because you're not going to get that high trust. So I made a mistake with picking that manpower. That's sort of a trap, which I shouldn't go for that. But otherwise, not too bad so far. So I'll finish the video here for just the early build. And then we'll start, and hopefully next video we should be into the war. So I'll see you guys shortly. Adieu.